Hey girl, and welcome back to the Pink Bubble. Today's video is a eyebrow tutorial video. So I'm going to show you two ways I do my eyebrows. One way is just straight going in with the eyebrow pencil, and the other way is coating it with a translucent powder before going in with the eyebrow pencil. So let's get started. Of course, I am using my Morphe brow pencil, and this is in the color Java, my favorite pencil. So I did take an eyebrow class, so I learned how to know where you should start your eyebrow. So that's why I put the eyebrow pencil right on my nose to know where I need to start with my eyebrows. So I start at the bottom, filling in the bottom first by drawing a line, shaping out the way my original eyebrow is already shaped, and just filling it in as much as possible. And then I'm going to brush my brow hairs downward so that I can start working on the top. So I do start right in the middle and try to draw out my tail end first before going closer to the front of the brow. So I draw a line, again, just shaping out my original brow. Now, if your brows is thin and you need to add a little more sauce to it, you can go overboard a little bit, but make sure you just stay in with the natural shape of your eyebrow. And then I'll come toward the front of the brow a little bit, just drawing a line just so I can have that outline. And then I start to fill in, starting from the tail end, filling the brow in, and then moving and working my way up to the front. So when I get to the front of the brow, I start to just push the eyebrow pencil upward from the bottom line, just to make little strokes of hairs, because of course bringing your eyebrow as close to your nose as possible, you probably run out of hair if your eyebrows is not as thick as some ladies. So I just push the eyebrow pencil upward, trying to draw like little hair strokes. Now this is my eyebrow that I'm going to do pretty much filling it in as dark as possible. And then we're going to take it a little natural on the other side. So don't be alarmed if you feel like my brow is too dark or too thick, because we're going to work with that and we're going to brush it out and we're going to shape it out, okay? So I'm going to take my LOUISE eyeshadow base to act as my concealer. This is just what I love to do when cleaning up my brows. And I'm going to start from the bottom of where the arch is going. And I'm going to create that first before I touch the front. I work from the back and then move to the front when I'm doing my brows. So I shape that out at the bottom. And then I move toward the front of the brow, shaping that to be exactly how I want it to be. And as I'm putting more base or concealer, whatever you're using, on, I am pulling it down so that in the end it will blend downward toward my eyelid. And then just grab some type of fluffy brush just to blend out the concealer or the base or whatever you're using, just so again it's no harsh lines. And now for the top of the brow, I'm going to start again shaping out the arch of my eyebrow before I touch the front of my brow. So I just lay my brush flat, or whatever type of brush you have, lay it flat so that you can really get that true shape and neat cut line for your brows as possible, because we need these brows to be sharp, because they make your face, they shape how your whole face finna be for the rest of the day. And now moving on to the front of the brow, that's when I sort of put my brow going vertical, and I take my time doing inches. So I don't put a lot of product on it. I kind of inch the product up to stay within the line that I already created when I was shaping the top of my eyebrows. And I hope that makes sense, because I tried to explain it as best as possible, but it's just the line that you already created. Basically, you just connecting your lines and keeping everything sharp and clean. And of course, now that you're on the top of the brows, you pull the product upward to make sure that that product can be blended as seamlessly and neat as possible. And for the front of the brows, we're going to use the spoolie on the other end of the eyebrow pencil to brush out some of the product at the front of the brow so we can get that ombre effect. So what I'm just doing is I'm just brushing the front of my brows backward to create that ombre, and then I'm going to flip the brush and I'm going to push some of the product forward just so it's as clean as possible. And now we're going to use some of the NYX Clear Brow Gel to keep them brows in place, brush them up, coat them a little bit so they nice in place for the rest of the day. All right, so for the left side of my brow, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to coat my eyebrows with the powder. This absorbs whatever oils that you have on your face from the day or whatever's going on your eyebrows. So again, I'm using my brow technique to figure out how far up do I need to have my brow at the front. And then it's the same routine. Creating the brow line at the bottom, drawing a line with the natural shape of your brow. Now, of course, your brows are not the same. They are not twins. They are not identical at all. So on my left side, my brow is a little bit more thinner than the right side. So I do have to put a little bit more product outside of the lines of the natural shape just so they can match a little bit more. And then I just brush my brow hairs down again and begin to carve out the shape that I want at the top of the brow, starting from the end of the brow and creating that tail. And then moving my way up toward the front of the brow to outline first before I start to fill in. So for this eyebrow, I'm going for the whole more natural look. So what I do is I take my eyebrow pencil and I start to push the product upward throughout the whole entire brow, not just the front of the brow. And it creates just little strokes just to give you a little more detail of your hairs instead of doing the full dark fill-in method that I did on the right side. So it's pretty much the same routine for both brows and both ways of however you want to do your brows. It's just that one side is going straight in with the brow pencil and the other side is coating it with the powder just to take off any essential oils or anything that you have on your face. Have them soaking up first before you do those brows. Honestly, I have to say, on an everyday basis, I do put the powder on my eyebrows first just because it gives me more of a soft, flawless finish. And then other than just going straight in with the pencil. And now we're just going to use that same eyebrow gel just to get those eyebrows in place, looking nice and flawless so they won't move for the rest of the day. And your girl is done. Eyebrows are on, and now her whole face is ready and prepared for the next step. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias. Yes, it's Dollface. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye.